get rid of my army. Now with that, I should be able to found a new empire. I need 3 kingdoms, but I could easily get that. The reason I'm not going to do that is because I don't have Serbia, and I don't have these integrated. If I don't integrate these, then they're not going to come over to Wallachia, sadly. So I need those done, then I need Kingdom of Serbia. No hurry on getting that. Oh, wait, I actually own this. Destroy it, cast it into the fire, or else it'll get mulched on succession. Yeah, look. Angevin thinks he can take it. Nope, destroy that title. And if I wish to create it again, it only costs 500, and I know some sugar daddies that can help me out with that. What I have now, though, is a big old Duchy of Bulgaria that I need to create. And that's going to be pricey, but there you go. I don't even want this duchy, and it would give me a too many duchies penalty. So instead, I look to these miserable sods and think, no thanks to you. Oh, well, actually, it's all the lovely and correct religion. That's what I like to see. Let's grant this to the nearest good-looking guy we got. Karol Vlad. Lots of claims, but you're not the heir to anything. And you're my nephew. You actually have a worrying amount of claims. Don't like having claimants out there. Yeah, I should look more towards lowborn scum for this kind of thing. I like it when a lowborn scum can make something of himself. Ooh, especially if he's a military engineer. And maybe you can have some military engineer babies. Chase shouldn't stop you making children. I'm certain you will. Or rather, I could look towards stewardship, because that's just a good thing. Also, this guy is intimidated by me. I'd rather they were terrified of me, though. No, Vlachs are for the best. Spread that Vlach seed. Like this trusting guy. Alright, Barbat, enjoy. You can have all of that and the whole duchy. Make me proud. And now Bulgaria trembles before me. I don't have a hook on you, but I can always modify the fuel contract while we're here. Now, the taxes really don't give me a lot right now. And I'd actually... could just be tyrannical, but we can sort out levies down the line whenever I get a hook. Yeah, that'll do. Shame about the lack of these, but hey-ho. These tax increases won't pay off for a very long time, but I'd still rather do them. So again, what do I need? I need these two integrated. And it looks like that won't take very long. 8 years on one, and then, well, maybe 5 years on that, and another 10 or so, 15 or so years. And then I grab Serbia, and then we form the empire. Empire of Wallachia doesn't have a very good ring to it, but I still want to keep the name. Aha, miracle worker for you. Good job. And is that the going rate? I think we can call that the going rate. Are we all witches now? Oh yes, we've got the witching going. Did we ever witch you up? No, and I sincerely doubt you're going to want to. Wow, he doesn't hate me for some reason, despite all my claiming and other things. I guess being the living legend is just too powerful. But he's too zealous for witchcraftery. Nor can I witchcraft up his heir. Could probably witchcraft his wife, though. Ho ho ho, there we go. Try to get something going between them. Not in a good way either. Right, Pontus. Pontus. I can't holy war for kingdoms anymore, but I will at some point want Croatia out as a kingdom. Jake Pontus as a kingdom of Serbia. Oh, I'm well aware. I couldn't be much more aware that they have the kingdom of Serbia. But Byzantium have more of the kingdom of Serbia. Which begs the question of the best way to deal with that. If you don't have it, that means I can't actually just buy the claim off of you, because I can't buy kingdom claims, despite how awesome that would be. And since you're not my house or my dynasty, I can't demand it off of you. Which makes me wonder, why does Byzantine not usurp this? Maybe they don't have everything they need. 6 needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the faith is an issue, right? Yeah, because they're still Orthodox. Unlanded Princess Apollonia. I have an idea. I have more than one idea, even. Extreme though it may be. What if I grab unlanded heirs, invite them to my court, and then try to teach them my ways? That does mean actually finding heirs that are unlanded, but it does happen. Take this guy, for example. Oh, right, player heir blocks it. But, next in line doesn't block it. So if we took Bavaria, for example. Nah, you're landed. Italia. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't bring you in. Nor could I bring you in, but I could kill the both of you and bring the next one in, if you weren't a child. I'm just thinking of ways to spread the good old faith. And there's Pontus here. Although I could always abduct you, but I don't have the focus for that. Then again, I almost have August. There's nothing stopping me switching back to Intrigue and going for Kidnapper. We Empire yet? No. Waiting on de jure drift on this. Then I strike for Serbia. You know, I could actually just pass on Serbia, grab it later and integrate it more by force. That would make me feel a bit daft for having destroyed Bulgaria. But I still want this done, because otherwise it's going to be a problem. Okay, level of fame impact. Pretty huge, that. 60 opinion, 8 knights. Not to mention I get bonuses per knight at this point. Prestige has just stopped being a thing for us. We're too good. We're too damn good. This is not good though. Basilius, how dare you hold that land from me. Peasant rabble target me as usual. Nicaea in trouble as usual. War against the tyranny of you. Jeez. And we don't even have an alliance anymore, do we? Holy smokes, man. I'm not sure I want to save you anymore. But if I don't save you... I mean, I can just come back and make the title once again, I suppose. Oh, damn, why does this have to be part of Thessalonica? It's on the wrong side. Don't like it. Want to have one side of the Bosphorus, not the other. Alright, there we go. We've converted to Hagia Sophia, and that's pretty damn good for my intrigue. The Merc Company goes away. A war against tyranny should just wreck his crown authority. He'll be fine. Yeah, but I still feel for him. I put that out so I can get extra renown. Granted, the renown does look good. We're still Vlading it up over here. This is a hell of a mess. Let's chill out with a feast. Right, Moldavia has a liberty war. I could negotiate an alliance with you, but that's not what I'm looking for. It's a shame. I really want this to be a full-fledged duchy, but he has only the name, not the land. Well, that's very much his problem. Khazaria. I would actually want to holy war you for this whole kingdom. Ooh. I just do what feels right. I'm an eager reveler. And I make the world revolve around me here. Novgorod has cut back in strength a lot. Looks like they kind of shattered. Actually, Bastonia fell away from them. It has de jure drifted towards the Kingdom of Novgorod for 41 years. Scary stuff. I could not care less. I actually don't care. Get away from me. What is even a Shavash? How's the dynasty looking? It looks Vlad to the bone. I swear it's been bigger, but I have been shattering others while I'm at it. Basilius wants this thing back. How is this thing dear to you? It's your child, but come on, it's the last in line. I could wait until he's of age and do stuff to him, but I couldn't even figure what. Fine, I'll take what's left of your money. That stops you being able to afford anything to make you a threat against me. How's that kiddo coming on? Oh, you're perfect. Couldn't ask for much better, and no, I think we've feasted enough today, my friend. Right, it's troubling that I can only do one kingdom fight per life, because I'd love to take Croatia and spit them out from you. Then again, I have to consider how much of a problem these ones are going to be. I'm thinking for the next bunch of what I want to do, it would be better to have intrigue more than friendship. Friendship has gotten me so far, but now that we've built up the coffers and make good income, I'm not sure if it's worth making all that much more. What do you actually hold? This thing, yeah, sure, that's close enough to the going rate. Feeling a little lack of dread though, so find that age, get the oldie moldies. None of them seem about to die, but that doesn't stop me executing some of them. Why do we have a child here? Not only that, a good Vlad child. It's my grandson. How could this be? I demand that they get released immediately. Can't believe the parents won't even pay for them. Oh god, it's Tor. Right, I see, right. I had Double J in prison, and she had the child in prison. They may just have to die in prison. Tyranny, though. Kinslayer. I could send him out of the realm. He might come back to haunt me. But, no, get out of here. Get out of here. It's not like I can do much else to you. How do you even banish a 1-year-old? Right. I'm expected to pledge military support or donate gold. I sincerely doubt that. I am not Norse, and I'm not Christian. But those numbers, it doesn't look too good for the poor Duchy of Pomerania. Jings, I get really stressed out of my friends dying. We should go on a hunt to take our minds off things. Also, there we go, we just made the Basilius' own wife a witch. But that's not good enough. What we need to do is actually oust her as a witch, so that the whole world knows. In fact, we expose all witches. They don't like us for it, but they end up liking us because we share this witchy thing in the open. Good on us. So Jake released his champion after bribery, kept his daughter in jail, banished the child. Good business. There we go. Whatever works for the realm here. Oh, I'm so glad Byzantines are crippled here. It was really scary when they declared war on us, but now they've been shattered for it. Hi Jake, I'm overexpanded, should become a kingdom, but what are the conditions to become one? You need a couple of duchy titles, and you need to either own enough counties inside a kingdom to create it, or own enough to usurp the current kingdom. But whilst the conditions are the same, how you go about it change a lot depending on which kingdom in the world you're going for. I mean, okay, good idea here is Kingdom of Brittany, right? It's only one duchy, so if you want the kingdom, you're going to have to get another duchy outside of the kingdom. So you might have to attack into France to get Anjou, or go further afield, I don't know, take Cornwall or something. But otherwise, for us becoming Kingdom of Wallachia, Really all we needed was Transylvanian Alps and Altania to get this. I can't remember if that's how we did it. Probably not. But the conditions are not that harsh. Okay, it's in East Francia. Oh, and I'm... Oh god, he's a murderer already! My son Krellin went ahead of the group chasing a fox. Yeah, well... we must cover this up. Too bad the fox got you both. Well... you've only had one kid, and that's Shadow Vlad. And he's perfect, but what if he dies? I feel like this is just too perfect. It's a real shame that the fox got you both, Krellin. He was killed by you during a hunting accident on the 11th of May, 1044. Now, Shadow, everything's on you. For the love of God, don't die. Wait, you're not actually being guardianed by anyone. Right, I will take it upon myself to make sure you get the best upbringing possible. And we'll make you into some kind of super intrigue monster if we can. So that maybe you can survive where your father did not. Man, you better live. If you get, I don't know, bubonic plague and die, then that's a genetic dead end. They don't need to know what I did. We should make backup children, though. I know you're horribly barren, but... oh god, you're not even in my court? Well, we need to change that. How about you take one of my other sons? Angevin's a pretty intelligent chap. Or even this thing, my nephew and champion. Oh god, you'd both be sterile. But comely overcomes that. Hey, you know, that seems quite good. Doesn't matter if it's matrilineal or not. Oh, maybe it does. Wrong house. So it shouldn't be matrilineal. Are you actually here with me? Yeah, you're unlanded in my court. Should be fine. Crazy how powerful the foxes are in this kingdom. How many foxes do they have in Romania? Still, what a hunt that turned out to be, and now our player heir is looking better than ever. How's the succession going to look then? I'm a little curious about that. Angevin is the only one standing in your way now. Right, Shadow Vlad's cool and all, but we've just had a Shadow, so we need a new name for our grandchild. Who are we thinking, though? I think it's time for Super Pie to take over. And they really are super. God, what a set they got on them. Jake, do you own land in your kingdom of Pomerania? Wait, that's a kingdom? Regardless, no, I don't. Nope, no I don't. What a relief. God, imagine if I did. We return home in disappointment. Everything that could go wrong seemed to do so, but there were silver linings to be found. I'm sure there were. Our son is dead. He slit his throat from ear to ear. Well, you know what would drown my sorrows? A whole load of sugar daddy. Where can we find such a being? I need to develop a mod where you can sort people by money. I do this way too often, and it's, you know, searching for them isn't the fun part. Finding them, bringing them in, and banishing them, that's the fun part. But I think we might have tapped into all the money around. I don't think the, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if the, our Muslim friends have loads of money in their heads of faith. I also don't know what they're called. Is it a fari? No, that's a knight. Come on, Jake, you should know that. I'll continue to blame Nancy Drew for doing my head in. Daughter, niece, daughter, sister, wife. Okay, well, you're not showing anything promising. Hey, Pontus, I haven't looked at you for money for a while. I think we've found our next target. Would you like to be my friend? I think you would. And he will join us if we manage to get that friendship. And we are 100... No, we're 90% in the friendship. Forgive me for expecting more. Assist me in all matters, please, my beloved wife. 94%, that should be fine. Man, Pontus delivers. They did have a lot of land for a lot of time, though. Yeah, that's the going rate. Although 100 ducats is about to not look like not a lot of money soon. Not with our good friends coming and delivering the goodies. How about this bugger? I still can't get him over here. He's still unlanded over there. And short of abducting the man, I can't think how I would land him. Of course, you know, that does open it up as an option. If I get August and continue to live long and prosper, I will change over for that. Hey, household soldiers. That, to me, says another batch of mangonels. I could get a whole lot more, but I'll save it at 100 right now. And let's see. Do I even want light footmen? They're not that great. I mean, I might just get rid of a lot of them and get something else. They are pretty awful. I still haven't looked into what the real meta is for these kinds of affairs. Pikemen, bowmen. Maybe instead of light footmen, I should have heavy footmen. Yeah, hard to say no to the heavy. You know, Jake, if you keep this up, all the big realm court chaplains will end up ambitious, brave, shy, or paranoid, just a matter of natural selection. I read online that visiting can be bugged and they can never leave, says Maid. Ah, dang. Oh well, we'll just have to live with it. But let's live with it with our new army of armoured footmen. I like pikemen for their counter, if nothing else. There we go. All of a sudden, my money looks a whole lot worse, but it'll be okay. I think a lot of this is just paying for reinforcements. I'm going to assume that, at least. Your culture, unique cavalry is pretty okay, and that's why we just fleshed them out there. But I don't want only cavalry, because there are wetlands where they get bogged down in, and a lot of mountains where they are far worse at. Fascinated by horseshoes? I don't think so. Maybe we could discover what a ledger is. From previous tribal era. Well, domain limit +1 would be nice to have at this point, honestly. I can't believe we haven't gotten it already. But do we really not get anything from exposure? I need to figure out how exposure works. Oh, here we go. We're figuring out horseshoes because of the Slovenes. But that's it. I guess you can't choose your exposure. I'd figure we have a lot of exposure to Greeks by this point. But maybe it's for the better that we don't. Alright, we have 100 control around here, so it's all good. No, we don't. Here I was thinking I had 100% control in my capital. We've got to fix that. There's some fat lot of money that we could be making here, and I want to make it. You get exposed to one tech at a time. Okay, and I almost certainly can't control that. Another friend who wishes to pay 100. That's the going rate. Alright. Now my wards get additional skills, so hopefully Super Pi can become even better. Another county converted. This is good. Right, no more Orthodox zealots popping up giving me a hard time. You're still ruling here, and I still have every reason to throw you into prison. But it only might succeed. And I don't really want to... Oh, might incite the Liberty faction. What is the Liberty faction? You are the only member of the Liberty faction. Whatever, I've had it with your vile ways. Get into prison, and if you're not going to, well, I have a way of dealing with you. Where do I raise my armies? So speaking of things you do as a cheap bugger, make your choice and make it wisely. Oh, well, good man. He decided to go to prison. Now, sadly... Oh, wait, he's not a zealot. Then, fine, I can just tell him to get converted and... He wouldn't get rid of his claims on me, but that's fine. Could straight out banish the guy. But no, just demanding your conversion and that of your family is fine. You were already Slovianskan. The proper Slovianskan at that. Anyway, it doesn't matter, just get yourself converted so I don't have to worry about you. There was another problem child right here. But it looks like you've been expelled, so hopefully... Oh, it has been converted. Lovely. Then I don't have anything to worry about. Heavy cavalry is bad, says Derikari. In what way? If we're fighting on open plains, I'd say it's pretty good. He immediately makes another Liberty faction against me. Well, that's alright. He's been converted. I don't need the province or anything. But what I'd love, though, is to build up Constantinople a bit more. Let's get those... Well, you're already upgraded there. Bastion and curtain wall. Yeah, sure, let's just make it completely impenetrable while we're at it. God, those domain taxes from you are good. And now I don't have him instantly taking it back from me. By him, I mean the Byzantine Emperor. County of Dead. Yeah, whatever. Just get out of my face. Although I could burn you for more. Just off you go. So, what to do with you, Angevin? You're unmarried. I am strongly considering just, well, of course you wouldn't join that holy order now, would you? That greed is doing you in. Maybe strong hook is enough to get that, but I certainly don't have that, a strong hook. But yeah, what I could do is just, wait, where's my denounce? There we go. Disinherit you. It's very tempting, but you're not going to do a lot of damage. It's just one province that you're going to take. I'm not going to cry over losing the duchy, because I don't even have any duchy buildings there. Nor do I have any that I could build, because I don't have certain innovation for it. We are closer than ever. I became friends with this guy, and he is not any of those problematic things, so he can come straight to my court. And before you decide to die, he is poor and ailing. Before anything else, get into my prison. You will, of course, accept. It is, of course, tyranny. And now I'm feeling really rather good about my monetary situation. I said 5 figures minimum, and now we're comfortably above. All is right in the world. This is actually a pretty good place, but a lot of temples going on. It's tempting to put down another castle so that I can build it up even more. But it's also tempting to put down more churches because I get good church income. There's certainly a lot more than I could build. I'm just really cheesed off that my subjects get the piety and I do not. Maybe I'll just build up the one that I have for now. Pastoral lands, come to me. Although, heavy infantry and spearmen damage. Yeah, go on. Let's have ourselves a wee barracks. Go on, lad. Now, the amount we get is dependent on how much you like me. You love me, but you still make too much money. Go on then, another temple wouldn't go amiss. And they tend to build it up for me, so that's all for the better. I also wonder if these ones that I built early have been built up much by the barons that I gave to them. I know. Oh right, no, you are the Grand Master, so I'm not going to be perturbed by losing that. I think you should always check what the upgrades of the buildings end up as. They're all good, so I'm not going to worry about them. That's the way I see it. God damn that Basilius. When I create my own empire, I can fight him for his empire, take it all, destroy it, and then just enjoy all of his land. I shouldn't need to fight the Byzantines anymore. I'm not going to bother for Serbia this time. I can just take it over in a follow-up fight. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. We actually grabbed the Emperor last time. We were able to finish off the war. He's pretty prestigious himself. Nowhere near as prestigious as us, of course. Duke Olwins. Duke Olwins of Philiopolis. I've already increased your taxes. How in the world can I do it again? I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just... I've already died. No, I haven't died. I thought it needs to be both you and them changing. Yeah, because I remember putting BU in here. Did I increase his taxes? Oh, now it's not coming to me. Maybe it was already high. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. The point is you are meant to pay me extortionate taxes. So please give them to me. Now here's a single county. Yeah, it's really sad now. Well, it's almost a single county. The point is it's still a kingdom, so I still get the full renown for it. My poor daughter. Pneumonia for Doc Spengler. Come on, doctor, see to yourself. Witch Covey thing should help us with that, but it's still a big critical penalty. Right, only a higher power can save. Time for some mystical treatments for pneumonia. And, oh god, what in the world did we do to her? Well, whatever it was enough. Still, my daughter is probably feeling that biological clock ticking. Time to find you somebody with good inheritable traits to match up with. It's a shame you can't see the latent traits that they have. But I need someone who's actually of age, so let's filter this further by looking for adults. I don't want any hunchback. Is hunchback really congenital? Well, game should know better than me. Early game, it can be hard to find the traits you want, and now I'm just littered with trait options. I'm getting fussy and thinking I want multiple of them. But let's not bother. Let's just find a good Vlach. Ooh, Old Slovakian. That doesn't sound good at all. So I will teach you the proper ways here in matrilineal. No, I can't. I can't have these traitors breeding. Beautiful, and wherever Barony of Copsis is, inside my realm, sounds good to me. Have at. They wouldn't be having any of that. How about you then? Much better. Again, not that we need the traits that much, but I feel like I'm losing out if I don't find somebody worth our time. terrain modifiers are flat, so optimizing buildings make it less and less of an issue. I'd see that if you really had to fight for an advantage in the battles here, but consider this whole run. When has Wallachia ever felt a pinch in a war? Like, at all. You can just move your men-at-arms around all you want. We've always had a healthy amount of levies. We even have a holy order and mercs to rely on. And even if I hadn't been punching old men for money, mercs are not very expensive for 3 years of thousands of units. Always get 10 to 1s still holds true. Oh, also getting high in the cupboard holds true. Oh god, not again. We keep getting sick from this. Good thing we still have our court physician who's very good at her job. Well, it's giving us learning experience, but it's not very good if we can't build it up. I'm not sure if getting high in the cupboard's worth the risk. There we go. Feeling good. We'll get better soon. Our learning's through the roof, though. It's a shame the game probably won't last until the Mongols arrive. They might give you a run for money. Yeah, but they'll be all the way over there. Also, we already have this. They got a lot going for them. They got quite a lot going for them. They're tribal, so they should have Confederate partition here. Byzantine just became black, which means this will go up a whole lot faster. Look at that development from counties helping out big time. Does that mean this thing's going to shatter upon succession? It's Confederate partition. All they need are multiple empires. You've got 3 empire titles under your belt. You know what? I just want to see it explode. Oh, but I can't interact with you. Too far away. I'm sure you'll die eventually. They won't stay over there for very long. Yeah, because they would get this far and no further. Because I'd whoop their ass. Ooh, what a noise. Right, there's a good option for getting kingdom and empire titles, and that's by throwing my house into an anywhere. So I'm wondering if I couldn't consider mucking around to the likes of Francia, or at least Bavaria, who always get in my way. For example, this son here could always marry... I'm just saying, for example, my daughter, matrilineally, of course. No, we should go for daughters then, so we can send in the sons. Not that I have a lot of those. Something happened to my sons. Can't put my finger on what. Now that stress is coming in from friends dying. Your brother created a cadet branch. Ooh, you were the troublesome one over there. At least you're now under that duchy. Elope! Bring someone to your court and marry them. We don't know who, but someone is planning to elope with Doc Spengler. But you're already happily married. You don't have a lover. No rival going on. We must stop whoever's behind this. Yeah, as soon as we get foreign affairs focus, we're going to start going towards espionage. But it's more likely that our son... Oh, look at that! Super Pie's already geared towards intrigue. Because they are charming. That I think's for the best. Diplomacy and intrigue. Ooh, I like what I see. And I see what I like. Now, because I have 44 in learning and 25 in intrigue, that's going to massively boost his outcome of studies. If I had genius, quick, or intelligent, it would boost it further, but I don't. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, of course we're ill, but we should be able to deal with that soon. Elope lets you steal someone's wife if you've romanced them. Oh, God, all of our friends are dying. This is bad for the old stress. Let's go and work some of it off. Get that sweaty stench going. I'm not going to attempt suicide. God, no. And another cadet branch. They're popping up all over the place. Can you actually see a tree of your cadet branches? No, just a list. That's a shame. I mean, Vlad is still the original and the best. But good on them for wanting to be their own house. I'm not letting you out for 4... Right, that is an insult. I cannot stand my imprisonment any longer. You're from Kazan. In fact... you are the ruler of Kazan. There's only one way to handle this, and that's by killing you. Burned at the stake, and we all feel better for it. There we go. Increased control in Constantinople. That's a fat lot of dosh. I'm not popular, sure, but too bad. Failed elopement. An attempt to elope with my daughter has been thwarted. The captain of the guard tells me your vassal, Duke Hadamir, was scheming to steal her and marry her in secret. If that wasn't enough, letters found in Doc Spengler's indicate she was in on the whole thing. Duke Hadamir. What in God's name are you doing over there? No, really, what are you doing here? Are you involved in this fighting? Bunch of soldiers. Can I see if there are knights involved? He does look decked out for it, and he certainly doesn't have this, but how and why and what? I don't know. In any case, we learn of his secret, sure, and it's a crime, so I could imprison him. Well, I can't push his things any higher than I have already. I don't want higher than normal levies, and I want extortionate taxes on everyone. So that's not really something. Treachery, lock Doc Spengler up. You're already a fornicator, a known fornicator. I will make them suffer, mark my word. In prison, I won't be a tyrant. This dirt cripple is trying to taint your bloodline with mediocre traits. He's a one-eyed, wounded individual. This is giving me a headache, nothing happening. Right. The thing is, if I lock up Doc Spengler, I'm going to lose opinion with all of... No, it's only with Spengler, not with the Hold'em. Right, just... imprison Doc Spengler? No, make them both suffer. Wait, I thought that would put them in my prison. That's what I get for not reading at all. Okay, we got Doc Spengler here at least. Can you pay the... jeez, yeah, I hooked you up to try and get some decent things out of you. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of it. I could chuck you away, but that's kind of giving them what they want, and I don't want to lose dread here. I guess you're just going to sit there for a while. I don't think she digs the iPad. Okay, so what can be done about you? It's a little hard to throw you in prison because you've got some personality and rival issues. Known criminal. And I doubt I could blackmail him for that. Oh, well, damn, I can. It's a strong hook, so I could actually chuck him into prison. I have no particularly good reason for it. Well, no, he's my rival, of course. There we go. No heretics. Got that, and that means that I can actually chuck him into prison. Ah, damn, it's still not strong enough. The strong hook is not going to get him in there. And he could rebel against me. I could actually... No, I can only imprison him. It's not title revocation reason. Nor can I demand stuff off him. I mean, it's fine if he dies soon, but he doesn't look like he's going to be dying anytime soon. No, my rivals should be dying. He's going into prison. And if he wants to fight me for it, then he can try and fight me for it. Known criminal scum. Oh, well, look at that. Submission from the man. Sadly, executing him would be an act of tyranny and dynastic. Oh, but I'd certainly lose a lot of stress. Well, you know what would also help me out here? A bit of torture. Spend piety? I don't really care. But recently torture makes it more likely that he dies, so we'll do that. Oh! The sweet kiss of the whip might look innocent, but it can separate flesh from bones just as well as any knife. A truth he's about to experience. He'll be sleeping on his stomach for quite some time. He gets critical. He becomes a lunatic. And I think he needs to go into the dungeon. Well, he's certainly not long for this world. And then a much more amicable child can take over. Betrothed child at that. Keep the dynasty strong. I'll take care of this menace to society. I'm not that tyrannical, right? No, I'm only 43 on it. It's nothing too shabby. As I was saying earlier, we will become empire rank, but only once these two places are integrated. Because once they're integrated, they'll become de jure part of the empire that we're making. And because we can easily have them, Bulgaria and Thessalonica will both be part of it. Serbia, I can deal with later. Man, we are just unkillable. I think I called Barb and Folk unkillable, but Shadow has just made us sterner stuff. He is aging, though. He will die. He's likely to die before he hits 70, but our next of kin, our player heir, is coming along nicely. Come on, Super Pie. Hell, if we last for 10 more years, Super Pie's got a long reign. I think long reign is the most powerful thing you can have. Start young, end old. Coming in halfway gives the AI a chance to muck up a lot of things. But we came in early with Shadow here. Thank God for it. Okay, we become in August. Not my favourite month, but I don't see the benefit of this much at all. So 3 stat points and some prestige. Prestige isn't that great. Diplomacy is good. Martial, yeah. Either way, I'm just taking it. And we are switching back to Intrigue. I'm actually going to go with Intimidation because there was some cool events along with that. We might be able to torture someone into our own magnum opus. And then we'll try and go for Kidnapper. Groom to rule? Nah, it's only 1 to 3 points, which is hardly a lot. I mean, considering that we have over 100 points, I'm not too worried about 1 to 3. Dangerous faction, but who? None of these look dangerous. Unless you consider this peasant rabble, and I do not. I'm not a popular chap, I get that, but... oh yeah, all these offensive wars have been turning people off with me, haven't they? Oh god, I've been in a lot of offensive wars. Must have been all those wars I was waging. Ah well, once we die, that'll all go away. Besides, a lot of people are either our friends or pacified. If they're your friend, if you have a strong hook on them, or if you have an alliance with them, or if they are terrified of you, they cannot join factions. We have plenty of such people right here. Oh yeah, being in prison keeps them out as well. Haramir. It's what you get for crossing paths with me. There we go. To think that I will live in a world free from that churl, and to think that I was the one who brought it about. I'm so happy I could dance. He's finally perished in my dungeon. And it's good to be alive. I just wish killing vassals did a bit more. Jake, more cultural enrichment. And more converting faith would be a good idea too. I don't convert you yet? Yeah, I did. Why have you not converted this land? Maybe it's because I did it when you were in prison. I guess that doesn't convert it. Well, someone will see to that. In any case, promote that culture in our high development lands. Man, it's good to have some actual development. What a difference from this stinkhole. And this is after we developed it a lot. I think Fechar started at 3, it's now 20. Ruling with an iron fist is the best, Jake. If you listen to the demands, they're fine. If not, they go to prison. Could not agree more if I tried, and I'm trying. Oh man, I just want these integrated and then I can form my empire. And then, oh baby, Byzantine Empire, gone. Pontus, well, the difference between the Byzantine Empire and Pontus is I can just demand things from Basilius here at the cost of a small amount of splendor. I can't buy kingdom titles, of course. Now, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, is there somewhere with a female unmarried heir next in line that we could marry our way into? Do I even have people that I could marry off like that? Well, I got a princess here. If there's a male person who's second in line looking for a princess, I could get my family onto a throne there. So we look at somewhere like here. Oh no, it's male, male, male. Well, no, male isn't a problem. Male's what I want. Frederick here has a spouse. And already has a child. But what if that spouse were dead? Right? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. If they were dead, then I could offer you up a lovely marriage. Oh, but only if I had a good hook on you, right? One step at a time. Will you remove Byzantine from Italy? I will remove Byzantine, I think, from the map in my next war with them. But that's only after I get my empire title, and that is coming soon. It could come now, but I don't want it to come now. I want this integrated to Wallachia. Otherwise, it's going to be not rightful liege for a long time. Rightful liege is a bit of a slow burner, and it's honestly not worth it, but I just like how neat it is. I mean, there used to be a big old kingdom Moldavia, now it's just reduced to this. So you don't see me as rightful liege because you want to be under the kingdom of Moldavia, but you're no longer under that, so now you are my rightful liege, and because of that I get a pittance more out of you. But it still feels good, and I actually make half decent money off of vassal taxes now. Just about 15 gold a month. There, pediology. Additional skills for wards. It's paying off. Thank God for genius bumping these. I think already at 8 years old, Super Pi is better than Olwyn's ever could have hoped to be. Except Olwyn's did rise above the occasion. Yeah, Olwyn's had garbage stats to begin with. Okay, we've been burdened with your oppressive laws for far too long. I'm afraid it's not going to work out the way you want it to. It doesn't even pause the game when this happens. Right, where's your leader? Take me to your leader. Unless you have some really good fighters out there, but I'm not seeing it. You're there, are you? On my old capital. I might be able to get this done in the patented one-shot technique then. I will bulk up a little bit. And off you trot. Shameful truth. Duke Zog has had an extramarital affair with his lover. How much money does he have? Enough money to pay his way out, that's what I'm seeing. Unless it is a title revocation reason if I wanted Moesia elsewhere. And I wouldn't mind modifying that feudal contract a bit more, so I think we can negotiate a release for you. Just get a nice little hook on you. And out you trot. I honestly don't care about these wee individuals. Oh, unlanded with that amount of gold? You should join me. Then again, I'm gonna get rid of my known criminal reason on you. I mean, 300 gold isn't a lot, but it's worth thinking about how I could make that gold mine, so let's keep you around for now. See, right now, if I were to imprison you, it'd be tyranny, because we've already done this this punishment for you. Unless, of course, there was some other reason that I could pull you in, but no, it's not worth 20 tyranny for 300 gold. Not at this stage in the game. It would be certainly worth it earlier. Right, before you decide to die. You're only 21, but I'm just thinking. Let's have you pay me extortionate taxes. Now, it's pathetic right now, because he's not my rightful liege. That cuts it in half. But, down the line, I'm certain it'll be worth good money. Oh, there we go. Done and dusted. He's not very good at, frankly, anything. But I'm still going to keep you around, so welcome aboard. I just see it as worth my time in general to recruit people, even if they're half decent at fighting. It's better than not decent at all. Can't believe you're holding on this land of mine. I mean, did I do a big dumb in having this defect away from me, or was that something that I couldn't have reasonably looked up? If I checked here more often, I would have seen it. Oh boy. I don't like that. If you create your own house, then it's probably a bit harder for me to claim things. No, I can still claim this just fine. I don't have househead interaction, which means I can't force you to convert, I guess. Which puts me in mind, do we have any House Vlad out there that I could be doing that to? I think a lot of it has gone away, sadly. The Vlad Hotin house. Still Dynasty Vlad. Vlad. Oh, right. It shows up here with different kinds of Vlad. So maybe they are there and I'm just not noticing it. They could have some weird names, though. There are 3 kings. So that's myself, Vlad Hotin, and one other king. I'm guessing it's going to be you, right? Shame I can't force you to change your ways. And you already have a ward. Pannonia is Vlad something. Kingdom of Pannonia. Yeah, they're Vlad Spis. But I can't buy their kingdom off of them. I could buy some of this crap, but it doesn't really appeal to me much. The thing is, if I gob out a small nation here, it's just going to get eaten up or kowtow to another. Then again, you know, I gobbed out a fairly good kingdom here and they just collapsed.